Well, hello there. So, I'm going to do a special episode, a holiday spectacular, if you will. And it's the 4th of July tomorrow. So, the question I'm going to be grappling with today is how do left wing people define patriotism? And in case you haven't guessed, yes, I would be in many ways considered a left wing person. So, this is me reading my response to a similar question on Quora. And obviously, it's relevant because, the 4th of July is considered a very patriotic occasion. So, I've got an answer, and it goes a little something like this. You could argue it means a willingness to give up your own life for a larger purpose, just as it supposedly means for right wingers. But that's not good enough for me. The devotion to and vigorous support for one's country should mean protecting its people from harm. One of Google's stated objectives is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Well, I see nothing wrong with organizing our resources and decision making power and making it closer to universally accessible and useful, rather than just being in the hands of politicians and those with money. Also, peace, love, and acceptance needn't just be a few left wing code words or slogans, but could be applied to society as a whole, at least in a more thorough manner. And I say that as someone who's not the lovey dovey type by any means. To me, everything I just said is more meaningful than just waving a flag and bragging about how great we are. That's for bumper stickers, and anyone can just say that stuff. Real support for one's country involves advocating for policies that let people advance and live and let live and help someone who needs help. You also have to be able to listen to people when they point at problems rather than spit venom at them and call them unpatriotic and do that whole love it or leave it routine, which was tired from day one. This is why things like calling America the greatest country in the world are cringeworthy. Every country claims to be number one, as does every religion and every sports team. It becomes a meaningless slogan, an excuse, a justification for the status quo, or blind adherence to tradition. The reality often does not match the myth. There's a stereotype that conservatives love to present that lefties think the collective is greater than individuals. That's not necessarily true, of course, but it's funny because a country is a collective, and so is a religion, a business, or a sports team. The question is whose interests do those collectivist entities serve? If they are toiling hard to disproportionately benefit a small number of people, how much should that be tolerated? How accountable should these groups be? How large and powerful should they be allowed to get? Notice how none of those questions are addressed, let alone answered, by some dumb bumper sticker claim like America's the greatest country in the world. Such slogans are actually mere distractions when it comes to real issues and real thinking. I am pro my country if that makes me pro human survival. If patriotism ends up being a shield for atrocities and ignorance, then I suppose I am unpatriotic. So that's basically what I had to say on that topic. Um, really, just a quick little rant, I suppose. And I know already that's going to be potentially setting some people's blood a boil, but whatever. I would say grow a backbone. you know, if you can't take even that little bit of um, difference in perspectives, then I think you've got a little bit of growing up to do personally. if I may say so, and I may say so, at least currently. So yeah, I guess have a happy 4th of July. I may be, a liberal leftist type, but I have actually had fun on the 4th of July holidays in the past, especially when I was a kid. Going out to see fireworks, and you've got the parade, and just hang around with people and family and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like I'm just empty-headedly, is that even a word, empty-headedly? But whatever, it's not like I'm empty-headedly trashing this splendid occasion, this holiday. But don't don't let a celebration become something that you regret. Don't don't let love of country end up transforming you into somebody who's like full of hate towards people who are different or whatever. And I'm working on that myself. I'm trying not to hate or despise or whatever term you might want to use. People I disagree with in some ways. It's a work in progress. It's 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 definitely got its own set of challenges to really try to process disagreement in a better way. But at the same time, I think it can be worth it. And hopefully other people are trying to improve themselves as well, not just in terms of when they have disagreements with others, but just in their general tolerance of people they're not really used to, or ideas and people that they somehow learned to not like or hate or what have you. But anyway, that is all I've got to say on this for now. And again, have a happy 4th of July.